What is up, everybody? Code29 is back with a brand new video. Today, I'm going to be showing you part 2 to our combat series. Today, our fighting game series. Today, I've changed it up a little bit, and I like it a lot better. There's no right click and left click anymore, just right click. Just left click. All you do is that's the only button you press, except now we've added combos. So, you punch, you click again, you kick, you click again and you spin. I'm really excited about this. Let's dive right on in. But before we begin, make sure to check out my Patreon page if you'd like to support the channel financially and get some awesome perks along the way. These perks include things like source code and shoutouts at the end of my videos, as well as every 3 months free merch. So if you're interested in that, make sure to click the link in the top right corner on the card or click the link in the description and become a Patreon today. Also, if you'd like to check it out, I have some merchandise now, so head over to cobra29-official-merch.creator-spring.com or just click the card in the top right corner or the link in the description. That'll be a lot easier. This is my merch on Teespring. Don't have a whole lot of selections right now, but if you want more merch, make sure to comment below what you think I should add. But yeah, I'm really excited about that, so make sure to head over to the link. So the idea of this is that once you punch or kick up, once you wait 3 seconds, your combo starts over. Alright? So yeah, we've started over. And sometimes it is a little glitchy if you stop with the kick, but we can make sure to fix that up. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. Let's dive right on in. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to add one more animation. Sorry, I thought we were going to do all the animations in the last video, but nonetheless, we're back again making more animations. So what we're going to do is we're going to make that spin kick animation that I have added to this. So we're going to select this rig again, and hopefully it's loaded your kick animation. If it hasn't, all you have to do is click the 3 dots here and click import, click from Roblox, and then find your spin, well actually that's not the right one, find your kick and hit submit, and then it'll import it into your animation editor. Next, go ahead and click these keyframes, the diamonds right at the beginning, and hit Control C or right click and click copy selected. That way, once again, we have our idle pose copied. So now let's go ahead and hit the 3 dots, click create new, and we're going to call this spin kick. Spin kick. Alright, let's create this script and let's paste our animation right there. Okay, so the idea with this is it's gonna kick, right, and then it's gonna spin. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is at about let's do about 6 seconds or 0.06 seconds, bring the arms down, and then we're gonna bring this leg back, and then we can rotate the lower leg like so, and then let's just go ahead and bring that leg up, and once again, like the kick animation, do the lower leg and rotate it down, that way it's ready for a snap. So now we have that. Alright, let's go ahead and go to about 0.09 and let's actually snap it now. Alright, so we can rotate that up a little bit more and rotate that. Something I do want to change, though, is at 0.06 when we made this upper leg right here, the one that's kicking, make sure it's the right leg again, alright? If we're doing this thing again, it should be on that side, the right side, not the left side. So the thing I want to change here is I want to rotate it along the blue right here, something kind of like that. That way it kind of goes out. Because it's gonna spin. It looks kind of weird right now, but just trust me, it's gonna look better momentarily. And yeah, that's not bad. Something I am gonna change one more time though is at about 0.06. I want to go ahead and rotate it along the green as well, so it's kind of coming out. That looks okay. And then what we're gonna do at this point, at 0.09 when it kicks, grab the waistline here and just rotate it along the green about to there. And as you can see, we have this little kick that goes along there. It's looking alright. Okay, that looks fine. Then at about 12, let's go ahead and just rotate it some more. Not all the way, because it's gonna just kind of, it's not gonna work, but okay. And then at about 18, let's grab this waist and rotate it more. So we have this little kick, and then at 24, let's rotate it almost all the way, And then at 1 second, let's paste our keyframes and rotate this so that it's facing forward. Alright, so that looks decent. So obviously it doesn't look like the greatest, but feel free to play around with it. I think it looks alright for the tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this. Let's go ahead and click the 3 dots and click export. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going to do spin kick combat because I already have an animation called spin kick. Click submit, and let's copy the ID. That's all the animating we have to do for this series. Alright, so, well, hopefully, unless we do any other parts. So inside of our combat script, go ahead and click the punch animation, and click Control D to duplicate it. Let's rename it spin kick, and paste our animation ID right there. Alright, so once you've got your spin kick animation placed inside of your local script here, inside of your animate script, whoops, sorry, not the animate, the combat script, once you got all 3 of these, what you're going to do is copy these animations, right click and click copy, and then you're going to delete the local script. We don't need that anymore, we're starting from scratch. And in here, sorry, that's from a pre-record that messed up. Let's insert a script into server script service and let's name it combat. And then let's put a folder in there by clicking the plus and searching folder, and let's call this animations. And then let's right click animations and click paste into. So we're going to put all of our animations in the animations folder, so that this is all done on the server side. Now let's insert a local script into start a character script, and let's start scripting this. So let's first go ahead and name this to, let's just name it combat client. So this is the client side of the combat, okay? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to say local max anims equals to 3. So I'm going to show you what this means later, but basically that's how many animations we have total in our combos, okay? And then we can say local player equals game.players colon get play, sorry, not colon, game.players dot local player. Drop a line and say local mouse equals to player colon get mouse. So we're going to get the mouse, whoops, so that whenever they click, we can fire the server that does the animations. Next, we can say local debounce equals to false. So this is going to be a debounce that doesn't allow the player to spam. And lastly, local, oh wait, no, 2 more things. Local attack index equals to 1, and local last attacked equals to nil. Actually, I'm going to rename this to last time. So what these mean, we have an attack index and we have a last time. So we're starting it out with having it equal to nil, but eventually we're going to set it to something with os.time. And then our local attack index, that's just going to help us to loop through all of the animations so that we get the right one. Okay, if that makes any sense. We'll script this now, and it should make more sense pretty soon. So now we can say mouse dot button 1 down colon connect. Whoops, connect function, and then here we can say if debounce, whoops, if debounce equals true, then, so if we can't click right now, then we're just gonna, whoops, sorry, then return end, and then we don't even have to drop that line, whoops, return end, there we go, and that should say debounce. I spelled that wrong, sorry about that. And here we can say if if last time is equal to nil, so equals nil, then we can just say print first time. Whoops. So that's the first time. If it's nil, then it's the first time that they've ever clicked. So we don't need to do anything here. It's just to let us know that that's the first time in our server that they've actually clicked. And here we can just say else if os.time -2 is greater than last time, then we can say attack index equals to 1. So if they, basically os.time is the number of seconds since, I'll put it up on the screen, I can't remember, it was like January 1990 something, I'll put it up on the screen. And so this we can use, it's also, this is also known as epoch, so we can use this os.time to tell if it has been more than 2 seconds since the last time they clicked, okay? So we can set the attack index to 1 if that is the case. If they have not clicked in 2 seconds, then we're going to start over their combo. And then here we can say debounce equals to true. So we don't want them to click again until we receive all the, until we let them play the animation and all that stuff. And then we can say game.replicatedStorage.combat. Oh, we didn't add a remote event. No, we did. Deal damage. So let's just change that to combat event. Okay, just change the name and then do combat event fire server with player.character. Actually, we don't even really need that. We can set that up in the server script, and then we can just say attack index. Okay, so we're passing through the attack index. The attack index is basically going to go up by 1 every time, and so they can basically they can. It's a loop that we made up by ourselves, kind of, where we are adding 1 each time they click, and that'll tell us what animation we should play. The first animation, the second animation, right? So that works. That should work fine. Now down here we can just say game.replicatedStorage.combat event on client event connect function. So when we receive something back, because we're going to script it to receive something back, we can say dbounce equals to false. Last time equals to os.time, so we're resetting the time. And then we can say attack index plus equals 1. And then we can say if attack index is greater than max anims, then attack index equals to 1. So if it's trying to go farther than the amount of animations we have, then we're going to start over the combo and they're going to start back over at 1. Alright, let's script the server in this now. So let's go to this combat script and let's get rid of this print hello world and let's actually script this. This is going to be a fun script. So here we can say local damage, comma, and then drop a line. Then you can say local attack debounce, okay? Because we need our own debounce in this script so they don't damage the player constantly. So we can say game.replicatedStorage.combat event.onServer event connect function, and here let's just say if, oh actually not yet, attack debounce equals to attack debounce equals to false. So we haven't started the debounce yet, right? And they can attack. And then here we also have to say player comma index, okay? Because we pass through the attack index, right? And we can say local character equals game.workspace wait for child player.name. So we're waiting for the character, and then we can say if not character, then return end. So if their character wasn't found for whatever reason, maybe they left the game or something like that, then we can just get rid of this. We can just scrap it all and start over, right? So we don't have to do all this if we didn't find a character. Alright, so next we can say local, let's just say anim list equals to, and then let's create a table here. We're creating our own table instead of just looping through these animations because we want it to be in a specific order instead of whatever order this came in. So we can just say anim list, and then inside of here quotation marks, and make sure that it's capitalized just like you have them here. But let's do punch, comma, new quotation marks, kick, comma, spin, kick, and then at the end you don't need a comma. So those are our animations that we have, and those should work now. So now we can actually access this list when needed. So here we're gonna grab the animation that we need, so we can say local anim to play equals to anim list, and then square brackets, and then we can say index. Oh, sorry, we can say script dot animations find first child anim list index. So we're looking inside of our folder and finding the animation to play, right? And then let's drop another line and say local loaded animation, because we have to actually load this animation to the character in order for it to be played. So we can say local loaded animation equals to character dot humanoid load animation anim to play. Actually, let's just say anim to play clone. Okay, so we're gonna clone this animation Actually, we don't even need to clone it. We just load it to their character. So just anim to play will be fine right there. So we're going to load that animation to the character, and we could just say anim to play colon play. And let's just do that really quickly, because I want to show you to make just so that you can see that it actually works. But first we do need to return something, so we can say wait 1. That's because that's the typically that's our little delay between when they can attack. You can adjust this variable, maybe 0.8 would be okay, but I'm going to set it to 1. And then we can say game.replicated storage .combat event colon fire client, and then player. And it's that easy. So let's just go ahead and close out of the script, and let's try it so that I can show you it works. So this right here, where we have local anim to play equals script.animation, it should say animations because that's what our folder's name is. Oh, I messed up again. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. This should say loaded animation instead of anim to play, because we don't want to just play the animation that's in the folder. That won't work. We need to play the animation that is inside of the character. Now this should really work. Alright, so we're not logging in, we're playing this game, and we should have this working a combo system, and we can punch, we can kick, and we can spin kick, and it all works by just right clicking. And as you can see, we can do this, and then let's punch really quick, wait a couple seconds, and let's punch again. Boom, it started over our combo. Punch, kick, wait a couple seconds, whoops, I didn't wait long enough, let's kick. Okay, let's come over here, and it should start over. There we go. Perfect. It works. So that works really well. I'm really excited about that. Let's finish this up by damaging the player when they get hit. This is the fun part. So after we have loaded animation, then we're going to do specifications based on the actual animation. So we can say if loaded animation dot name equals punch. Then, so if we did the punch animation, then we're going to do this. So we can say local right hand equals to character, colon wait for child right hand. Alright, there we go. Then we're going to set the damage because we want it to actually do something. So damage equals to 5, and you can modify this, but I want it to do 5 damage when they punch, 10 damage when they kick, and then 20 damage when they spin kick. I feel like that's a pretty good amount of damage for each one. Then we can just say right hand dot touched colon connect function, drop a line, and then let's put hit in here because we need that. And then we can say if attack debounce equals true, then return end, because they clicked, and for whatever reason, well, we just not for whatever reason, we just don't want to damage the player more than they are supposed to. So if attack debounce equals true, then we're going to break out of this, and here you can check to see if it's a player by saying if hit.parent colon find first child humanoid. Then, so basically only players and NPCs have humanoids, so that's why we're checking this. And we can say hit.parent.humanoid.health, and then we can copy that line just to make it easier, equals to that minus damage. And it's really that simple. Alright, there we go. And then let's just copy this if statement right here, because we're going to use it again. And let's write out of this, actually, copy all of that except for the end right here. Whoops, oh no, I messed that up. Don't do what I just did. Alright, copy all of this except for the end that we have here. So copy that, drop a line right here before this end, and paste it here. And then let's just write else if, okay, instead of if right here. Next we can say, instead of punch, just write kick. And then here we are going to say right foot, because this time we want to check to see if the right foot made any contact. So rename this and this right foot, as well as this right foot, and set the damage to 15. Alright, perfect. And then let's just go ahead and get this spacing right. Alright, there we go. Now let's just copy this here, because I like this is going to be better. So let's copy that else if statement, and let's paste it down here. Oops, this shouldn't say 15, that should say just 10. And then here we're going to check to see if it's spin kick, and we're going to set the damage to 20, and everything else can stay the same because we are using the right foot. that is pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The last thing I want to do here is set the damage to 0. So damage equals 0 after this game.replicatedStorage.combat fire server or client, because I want the damage to go all the way back down so that they don't accidentally take damage on another player after they have already attacked. I know that, well, it's not supposed to happen, but it's good to be safe there. So let's get up to this guy and let's punch him. And look, he's taking damage. We waited a couple seconds, so alright, so we're having one. Oh, I know what the issue is. I forgot to set the debounce because it's taking too much damage right now. So here, after if inside of this if hit.parent :child humanoid, drop a line after that damage line and say attack debounce equals to true. Alright, and let's copy that line, and then we can paste it down here under the same part right here. And then the same thing right here. And there we go. That should do it. You should have made your very own combat combo system and the damage all in one episode. So I'm excited that we got to that. Now I'm going to show you really quickly how you can add your own animations to this combo series. So here we go. Punch, kick, spin, kick, and they're all doing damage. Perfect. It's working really well. Alright, I'm glad that works. Alright, cool. So if you would like to add your own animations, I'm going to show you how to do that right now, but stay tuned to the end of the video so that you know what the next episode in the series is going to be. So let's open up our animation editor, click the rig, and it's automatically loaded our spin kick from last time. All that I'm going to do is I'm going to do a left punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click click import from Roblox, and then I'm going to pick the punch combat. Okay, and click submit. So we're going to load this in, and I'm just going to change this. I'm going to delete all these keyframes in the middle, right? All of these, I'm going to go ahead and delete these so that we have our idle animation, but I want to do it with the left hand now. Okay, so this hand. So this is going to be a very, very quick one because I don't really have time to do the full animation. But if you guys are adding more animations to your combo system, be sure to make it more detailed and stuff like that. Alright. And then here, I'm just going to rotate it in. It's going to go up. There. And that's going to go down. That's going to turn around. Obviously, I'm not exactly showing you how I'm doing this because I'm just kind of creating one right now really quickly. But that works, right? So all that you're going to need to know is what you are using to attack. Is it the right hand? Is it the left hand? Is it the left foot? Is it the right foot? Or is it the head, even if you did a headbutt or something like that? So you need to know what you used. In this case, I used the left hand. Okay, so let's go ahead and export this. Click export. And here, let's just call this left punch. Okay, and click submit. Now go ahead and copy the ID and close out the animation editor. Now let's head down to our animations and just duplicate this kick right here. Let's rename it to left punch and paste the ID right there. Okay? Now inside of our combat script, we can just add left punch to this list. So let's drop a line after kick and write left punch and make sure, again, and then add a comma after this since it's not the last item in the list anymore. And make sure that it's correctly, even if you want to copy and paste the name, make sure it's directly the same as this name right here. And now I want the left punch to be right after the right punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this else if block right here. Okay, and I'm going to copy that. And I'm just going to paste it right here. And I'm going to call this left punch. Okay. Here I'm going to set the damage to maybe, let's do 10 is fine. And then let's set the kick to 15 so it does 5, 10, 15, 20. And then here change this to left hand. And then left hand, and that's all you have to do. So you have to replace 1, 2, and 3, all of the left hand right right leg, or whatever it is. You just have to replace these with the item, even if it's head, right? But this is going to be left hand, so you just need to make sure that it is spelled correctly like that, and just adjust the damage, and add the animation to the list, add an animation in the folder, and then the last thing in the combat client, you just set this to 4 or however many animations you have in your combo series. So let's play this, and this should work. We should have a second punch now after the first one. Alright, so we're in the game. We have punch, and I don't know why our I messed up. Haha. It's doing that. I did the wrong order. So, this is really important, guys. In your combat script, however you put this in your list, that's going to be the order it goes. It's going to go punch, kick, left punch, spin kick. I want this to do the left punch right after the right punch, so I'm going to copy that and paste it right after the punch. Okay, so that's the order it's going to go. Now it should work, and there we go. That's all it takes to make a combat combo system. So, let's go and play this. In the next episode, I think I'm going to add blocking. So I'm excited about that. But now, right punch, left punch, right kick, spin kick. There we go. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Please do subscribe. Click that notification bell. Click the like button. And yeah, so I think, like I said, the next episode should be blocking. And then let me know if you want me to do any other parts of the series, or I've considered doing how to make like an anime fighting game, because those are really popular right now. You could do stuff like like I have it set up in my other thing to do like a double jump front flip and things like that. Just comment below what you want me to add to this series. And yeah, signing off for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.